Yo, Teddy, say what you want to say.
Something on my chest, I want to express it. Let me ask you a question. Can I say what I want to say? I want to say what I want to say. Can I say what I want?
What a day, what a day, what a day, what a day. Things crazy over here. Trust and believe things crazy over here.
But they won't judge you.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the end of the night shift week.
Smile in your face and
I need to smoke some rum after this day, boy. Trust me.
things that far from the vibes. Why you talking and talking and talking about me? Talking about me. I'll be pressing on, doing my thing. I'm telling you, please don't judge me. God don't put you to watch me. He don't like ugly, so tell them keep their eyes off me. Off of 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 me. Keep on talking. Yo capale, vale, 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 vale. Yo vale, 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 vale. You think it easy? They bad mind and envy. Take a walk in my shoes. Then let me hear you. They play insane and talking you bad and you go bring talk that far from the vibes. Why you talking and talking and talking about me? Talking about me. I'll be pressing on, doing my thing. I'm telling you, please don't judge me. God don't put you to watch me. He don't like ugly, so tell them keep their eyes off me. Off of me. Off of me. Off of me. Keep on talking. Yo capale, vale, 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 vale. Yo vale, 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 vale,
The sound of Tedesson John and Indy Stevenson.
Can I say what I want to say? I wanna say what I want to say. Can I say what I want
The
to
track is called Vent.
You wanna say it?
Yeah, doing some multitasking. I just see me here right now.
Say this sometimes. Let me say what I want to say. I really wanna say it. I'm begging you, please.
Yeah, you heard me right, Marlon. I need to smoke some rum.
He don't like ugly, so tell them keep their eyes off me. Off of me. Off of me. Off of me. Keep on talking. Yo capale, vale, vale.
In fact, I'm going to take this one from the top.
Yo, Teddy, say what you want to say.
Something on my chest, I want to express it. Let me ask you a question. Can I say what I want to say? I want to say what I want to say. Can I say what I want to say? I really want to say it. People don't know ya, but they won't judge you. They talking about ya. Must be something about you. Smile in your face and talking you bad and making up things that far from the vibes. Why you talking and talking and talking about me? Talking about me. I'll be pressing on, doing my thing. I'm telling you, please don't judge me. God don't put you to watch me. He don't like ugly, so tell them keep their eyes off me. Off of 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 me. Keep on talking. Yo capale, vale, 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 vale. Yo vale, 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 vale. You think it easy? They bad mind and envy. Take a walk in my shoes. Then let me hear you. They play insane and talking you bad and you go bring talk that far from the vibes. Why you talking and talking and talking about me? Talking about me. I'll be pressing on, doing my thing. I'm telling you, please say what I want to say. I really wanna say it. At the back of your mind, you want to say this sometimes. Let me say what I want to say. I really wanna say it. I'm begging you, please don't judge me. Gonna put you to watch me. He don't like ugly, so tell them keep their eyes off me. Off of me. Off of me. Off of me. Keep on talking. Yo, capale, bale, 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 bale. Dio, bale, 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 mind your business. Look in your house and fix it.
Say what you want to say.
TJ. Oh, yeah. International.
You see the song out for done and I don't take care of certain things yet. Guess what? I need to take care of certain things right now. Just as give me a few minutes, let me get Miss Penny on the line. She will be joining us at adding video to tonight's show, and we get a chance to hear her vent. And at this stage of the game, it's not really that she's venting as much as she's teaching us and sharing with us of her experiences. So just a few more minutes, a little bit more Teddyson John.
Be pressing on, doing my thing.
Stick and stay.
And you please don't judge me. God don't put you to watch me. He don't like ugly, so tell them keep their eyes off me. Off of me. Off of me. Off of me. Keep on
Oh yes, I'm going to need a big head rum spliff. I want to say thank you to my segment sponsor. Let me get this out the way. Big ups to Pulsey Media Group. Thank you for sponsoring this segment of the show. When being in a moment is priceless, give them a call. 754-999-6020. Innovative streaming and recording solutions. When being in a moment is priceless. Everything that you see right here on kevinstew.com and so much more. Creating your website, hosting your website, providing streaming services on your website. They can take care of it. Althea, I'm definitely gonna need to call you. Big ups to Althea SU, who's a licensed massage therapist. Althea and her Healing Heavenly Hands comes to you. Operating out of Broad County, North Miami-Dade and South Palm Beach counties. Just give her a call. She comes to you with her table, her oils. 954-655-9000. You can email her at thealater@att.net. I promise you, in fact I don't promise, I give you my word, Althea, I'm COVID free. Can I get a massage tomorrow?
I want to say what I want to say. I cannot say what I want.
Thank you also to Reggae Global Entertainment. Reggae Global providing services including tour management, copyright, publishings, trademarks, business registration, music production, marketing and promotion, and so much more. Give them a call, 954-998-8034. And GMAT Music Solutions, bringing your event to life, providing sound, light, and stage production services, musical equipment, PA systems, audio engineers, DJs, bands, singers, and so much more. Give them a call, 754-307-GMAC. That's 754-307-4622, or visit them at gmatmusicsolutions.com. Whew. I want to say big ups to those in the stew pot. Thank you for your support. For those of you who don't know what the stew pot is, it's what others call a chat room, but because we're very fancy over here, it's a stew pot.
Let me say what I want to say. I really wanna say it. I'm begging you, please.
I want to say hello to those on Facebook Live.
Watch me.
I'm not friends with them right now. Giving me weird messages about can't share. That's why some of y'all didn't see my post. But I'm gonna leave that one alone. As Miss Penny has read it up. I see you. I see you. I see you, lady. Oh, Penny, listen. You know what? Let me go ahead and add you to this here so that people can see you. Ladies and you know, trouble don't set like rain.
Okay.
And if I could tell you what happened just now with the sound, I would be lying. I really don't know what just happened. Something strange. Definitely something strange. But Lord have mercy. You see, I tell you about these things. When these devices decide that they're going to do their own thing, you see? That's exactly what they do. Their own thing.
I can't hear you.
You see? I can hear you. Hold on.
Technical difficulties.
I love it. I just love it. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Now we're having all kind of strange noises and sounds. Penny, let me know when you can hear me, please. Cause
Why does it look so
Okay.
dark?
all
Can
right,
y'all see me? That's
So-
better, right?
you hearing me now,
dark.
right? Penny?
Kevin don't know I go to bed at 9 o'clock. How y'all doing? I'm tired. Tired. My daughter started school today in home. But it was like,
You,
I don't know what's more difficult. I think dropping her off is more easier.
okay, so you heard me fine now, right? You're still not okay.
I keep trying to tell him, I can't hear, I can't hear, I can't hear.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't know. I don't know.
I came on here to talk about my book.
What about now? No?
It's a Bible
No?
story.
What about now? No?
I want y'all to go and purchase it.
You know?
I don't know what's happening with him. But that's why this COVID needs to hurry up because
Okay. How about now? You hear me now?
easier that I'm right there. But this virtual
Oh,
and the
Jesus.
computers and technology and Facebook and Instagram, sometimes it doesn't work in your favor.
You can hear me now, right?
There we go.
Ah, mercy. Thank you, Father. Okay. So that takes care of part of it. Facebook Live, I don't know what to tell you. Facebook Live get a beating tonight.
No problem. Let's move on.
uh, yeah, there's nothing I
So
can do for
you can
Facebook
always
Live.
share it after, so that's not a problem.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do for them at this point in time.
Right.
All right, so them is for later. All right, Penny, welcome to the show. Glad you could
So,
join me. Thank you, and again, thank you. Now we can get started. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Listen,
You had a long day, didn't you? A very long day.
a long day
A
is
long
an
week.
understatement, and
Right.
to think that it is only Wednesday, right now it feels like Sunday of next week to me.
Wow.
That's how it feels to me right now. Just the last 3 hours alone would make up for Monday through Wednesday of a regular week.
Wow.
Everything that could go wrong did. But I can tell you what is going right now.
Right. Right.
This right now is going
Right.
right.
Paid off. It paid off.
Yeah. Um yeah, Marlon, host of Real Rockers, has a show just before mine from 7 to 10, and in the middle of his show, his equipment started doing some wonky things. Ah. So,
We'll get through it.
um, those in the stew pot, thank you. Tell you what, you guys in the stew pot, I want you to share out to everybody. I am unable to get the word out that way tonight. I want y'all to share out to everybody.
Well,
And
I'm trying to share mine now on my tablet.
just
So,
just tell people to go to kevinstew.com. Look at you. Oh, that right there. That's what's that? TikTok.
no.
Oh my goodness.
Say you ever take bad thing and make jokes sometimes? You know
Right,
that?
right.
You can't be that serious. Like it's 2020. It's okay.
It feel like 2025. This year alone is like 5 years.
Oh my God.
Wow. The struggle. All right, so
Real.
the gremlins and all their cousins and their cousins are out. It's not just the regular gremlins. And
Right.
Murphy's Law got nothing on this today. I think I'm gonna call out sick tomorrow.
You better not. Better not, because FBL and cable and rent. No. We need our coins.
Yeah, we need it, but yeah, I can't. All right, so Penny,
Yes.
who is Penny Morgan? Marlon says I'm taking this year off. In the stew pot on kevinstew.com. Like I said, others call it a chat room, but we're fancy over here, so it's a stew pot. Marlon says, I'm taking the rest of the year off. I was telling him earlier I need to smoke a rum spliff when we're done. I need to smoke some serious rum when we're done. For real.
Okay.
All right, so Penny Morgan.
Yes.
Where to begin? Who is Penny Morgan?
Penny Morgan is an author, a model, a CRT member. I just recently graduated from the Citizens Police Academy with Sunrise. I'm also in the Education Council for Sunrise. I got appointed by Mayor Ryan. I
Nice.
also I'm a jack of many trades. I'm from Jamaica, from Manchester, Mandeville. And I'm also a mother and a grandmother. I have 3 beautiful.
A mother and a grandmother.
Oh yeah, grandma. Yeah,
Look
yeah,
at you.
yeah.
I think you need to change the L out of that, the R out of that grandma and put an L in there and be a glamour.
Oh, glam.
Yep,
Let's go.
yep,
All right,
yeah.
all right,
Because you don't look, well, you do look grand,
right.
but
Thank you.
what people regularly know as a grandmother, mm-mm, that's not it. Nope.
I have 3 of them. Yeah, but my daughter's in New York, in Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have my other daughter. She goes to Piper High School. She's down here, and I'm also the lazy aunt for Piper High School. Added onto my plate.
Oh, look at you. And I thought I was a busy bee. I got nothing on you. How many hours in your day? 32?
23.
23 hours in your day. So you still have a shorter day than the rest of us, but you squeeze all that in there?
Yeah, and I'm also working with someone that's actually gonna be running. I can't mention his name, but he is a doctor. He's
Mm-hmm.
running. I've been working with him for 6 months now,
Right?
lending him my advice, my expertise, because I'm coming from Brooklyn with my credentials. So I've been a school teacher for 25 years. I have the dual license, so I teach pre-K through 8th grade, and summer school I teach like the Big Apple games, working with children with mental disorders.
Wait, you just said 25 years?
25 years, yeah.
How do you squeeze 25 years into this that we're looking at right now?
Aloe vera, don't blink that seed, green banana,
She said aloe vera.
vera, green banana. You can't to build up the body. Some soursop, yeah, yeah. Some single Bible, yeah.
Oh,
Crack, yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
with this lady.
Yeah, I bathe with aloe vera. I bathe anytime you have health tips and stuff like that, link me. I bathe with aloe vera, the plant, the green plant.
Yeah.
I don't really use soap and like um heavy perfumes and stuff like that. I don't. I've never have. So that's why my skin.
Wow.
Yeah, I use the raw coconut oil. You know the one $1.99, a dollar, no, $2. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Lotion, like, you know,
Yeah.
because it clogs up my pores.
Right.
So I use the coconut oil. I use the aloe vera.
Mm-hmm.
I use to wash my hair. I use the avocado that we eat.
Yeah.
Mhm. I use baking soda to brush my teeth. What else you want to know?
Yo.
Yeah.
You.
So you could go to the store for me with $10 and come back with a whole 2 months.
Yeah.
Some soda, some aloe vera. Yeah,
So
natural.
so some people are gonna be hitting you up when we're done, not just about the book or to hear your story, but for tutoring their kids up to grade 8.
Grade 8. Mm-hmm.
so
But
so so they're gonna be hitting you up to tutor their kids. They're gonna be
uh,
hitting you up for survival tips. They're gonna be hitting you up for beauty
coping care.
care.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Modern.
They're gonna
Mm-hmm.
be hitting you up to get that look on, that glam look on, because as a grandmother of 3,
Mm-hmm.
well, you have 2 kids, and I know some people that only have 0 children and don't look as good as you.
And so, but that sometimes it's depression.
Yeah,
Sometimes somebody to motivate them and pull them up out of whatever they're going through. So they just continue the pattern. Um, and it's real, especially in 2020. I think everybody in this world is depressed, a little depressed about something. So,
At least a one thing.
huh?
At least one thing.
Yeah.
And it's serious. It's rough. That
For me, it's sexual depression.
you know. I don't even know how to take that.
COVID. 6 feet, please. But no, I'm dead.
But I heard someone as my health show. As I did my health show last night. Before my health show. Yesterday, I shared something. Bill Maher was talking about something, and there's a video excerpt of it, and he mentions that with the whole craziness of COVID that's going on, and mentions sex through a glory hole so that people can distance themselves. You know, th- that's the kind of craziness that we're living in right now. So, sexual depression, that's not too far away either.
Yeah, I haven't had any since COVID started.
You know, so now you're gonna be getting calls for it. That's what you get for
Oh
putting your
my
business
God.
out there. That's what you get for putting your business out.
I listen. If anybody knows me, I'm an Aries, and I'm real as day. You can ask me anything. You could ask me to tell you straight up. I don't have no time to like. I haven't had any because I'm scared. I don't want to die from COVID. Because no,
Right.
no, 6 feet, please, no.
I get
I
it.
need to find out what this disease is and where is it coming from. I just want to be safe. Now, sorry.
Right.
So, no. As much as I miss it, no. As much as I miss it, but
You know what?
already. But
You need to, on your tablet, go to kevinstew.com, and so that you can see what's going on in the stew pot, because Marlon is saying, you know what, neither have I, maybe we can get together.
you know, like how's that gonna work? Like, how?
Well, I know Marlon is virus free though,
I don't know that.
so yeah, I can actually vouch for. There are not many people that I can vouch for. I can vouch for Marlon. Yeah. So, yeah, that's Marlon Borrell, host of Real Rockers. So, Marlon, with you putting that information out there, you can expect to get some hit ups too.
No problem.
So, all right. So, Penny, there tonight we have a little bit more serious matters to be talking about in the midst of all of this,
Right.
and I'm glad that we could be at the part where we can have a real good laugh together. You know, Marlon says he gets tested every 2 weeks by his job. So, like I said, I can vouch for Marlon. Anybody else? I can vouch for those in my house, and I can vote for Marlon. Because the ones in my house, I've been looking in their faces since February. Ain't nobody leaving.
Right.
I've been home, So, Penny, let's dive a little bit into your story,
Right.
and which is a lot less kicks and giggles. Well, some kicks, but not kicks the way we know it,
Right.
and definitely no giggles.
Right.
You have a survivor's story.
Right. Acts away.
Tell us about that.
Okay. So
Because I heard about you first. I came across you first when you were
3
a
years ago?
guest 2 or 3 years ago on Melissa Jane's show.
Mm.
And big ups to my sister from another mister. It's been since that time that we were supposed to get together. And you reminded me this week. I said I would call you back and tell you a time. And I was like, okay, I do apologize. It's time.
In the midst of COVID pandemic, yeah.
It's
That is
time.
so many.
But you know, this is how I do my shows though. My guests are on the phone or on Skype, like we're doing right now. So this is how I do my shows. Because I talk to people from all over the world. I can't bring everybody here. So tell us about your story, your journey, and when it all started.
So I'll make it long and boring. So my story started in 1974. What happened was I was born, obviously, mother and father. Couldn't go anywhere. Locked in the fourth floor
Wait,
in Crump.
hold on. I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt you. But all of a sudden, no, you're getting choppy. This happened to me on Monday, too. Just, all of a sudden, you start to get choppy. All right, so go again. It started in 1974 because that was when you were born.
Right. So what happened was I was born to a mother and father were Jamaican, both Jamaican. And, I was like taught to hurt. So from the beginning of time, I couldn't express myself. I would ask questions. Don't
Okay.
or
I'm sorry. It's doing it again. It's weird. I don't know if it is because we were laughing and everything just now, and we were fine. No breaking up. But as soon as you start telling the story, you start breaking up.
that's the devil. That's how it is.
I believe.
We'll get through the show. No worries.
See? It's clear now. Let's go.
Of course.
So, mother and father Jamaican.
If you had a week, you don't know my whole life. But anyway, yeah, my mother, my father's Jamaican, and they would work a lot, right?
Right.
So what happened was, I wasn't the only child, but it just seemed like I was the black sheep of the family for some odd reason. I don't know why, but they would tell me, okay, I'm going to work. Don't answer the phone. Don't answer the door. Don't go in the fridge. Don't use the stove. Don't breathe. Don't talk. Don't do anything. So basically, I was locked in for about 10 years of my life. So I went from just growing, and then when I was able to go to school, then I would go to school and come home. Basically, like now, how we in quarantine, COVID-19. So it's just reversed all over again. So basically, it's very traumatic, to be honest with you.
Right.
Because it brings me back to the days I was locked into the house and couldn't go anywhere. So.
I got you.
Right. So what happened was, I had a Haitian next door to me was a Haitian family. So they in turn tried to basically raise me in conjunction with my mother and my father. Why? Because my mother and my father was never home, but the Haitian family was. So I learned their tradition. I learned how to eat griot. I learned black rice. I learned their culture, and I felt comfortable because I was around people. I was isolated at my mother and my father's house because when they would go to work and stuff like that, I'd be the only one home.
Right.
Now, if you try that, then you would have Child Protective Services on you or ACS because it's called child neglect. But I didn't know any better because I was locked in. So once you form a habit, it just becomes routine to the point
Right.
where sometimes my mother would take me out and I would want to go home because I wasn't used to being outside. So I like social anxiety. I didn't feel comfortable to be outside.
Right, I got you.
Moving off of that, I grew up. And, you know, as soon as I was able to go outside, I got mixed up in the wrong crowd. Obviously, the wrong crowd is not the ones going to church. The ones smoking out, doing the everything that they're not supposed to. But it felt good to me, so you know, I went along with it. I
Mm.
hid for my mother, and my father, and then it just got worse. Um, Me not listening to my mother and my father was the worst thing ever. Why? Because I got so caught up. And that's the chapter of my book. It's literally called Caught Up. I got caught up and I couldn't go back to being uh, locked in and nobody knowing me quiet. So now I moved off, which was
You moved off what?
extreme. Huh?
You say that again? You moved off what?
I moved on into another area of my life, which
Okay.
was not what I was ready for at all.
As a result of hanging out to the wrong crowd.
As I was hanging out with the wrong crowd, and then everybody was doing everything that they wasn't supposed to. So there was nobody to say, "Hey, no, you're going in the wrong direction. No, 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 you're not supposed to do that." So,
What are
and
some of the things that you were getting into?
so I was getting into drinking. Um, Never had drunk before, but then I started getting used to it, taking more sips, you know, and it was escalating, Alizé, hypnotic, things like that.
Right.
Started smoking weed. Um, I didn't like it at first, the smell and how the taste and how my breath, but then everybody else was doing it. So then it was like, why not? And
Yeah.
then, having intimacy when I wasn't supposed to, not even understanding what was happening to me half the time. Money got involved into that.
Mm.
I started stripping. I started stealing because then I didn't have money to buy the clothes. I started going out with older men because they would talk nice, and I didn't know wrong from right. I didn't have anybody to teach me about sex. Anybody to teach me anything. Um, you know, and I just did what I thought was right, and it was all wrong. It
Mm.
wasn't. And then men started beating me when they saw that I didn't have a mother and father figure. I was just left on my own. But
Right.
I did have a mother and father figure. But my mother and my father was so into working that even though they were right there in the house, they didn't know their child, which was me. So that's why I always, when I go out and I speak to people, I always tell them, watch your children. Watch little Johnny and watch little Stacy. The little Stacy that you think is little Stacy is not little Stacy. Or,
Mm.
you know what I mean?
Right,
Because
right.
what was I used to sneak clothes. They used to put me in polyester and I forgot what it's called, Lee's. And French toast and the ugliest clothes and stuff. And then I would go to school and get bullied, get laughed at. She used to put ribbons in my hair. Oh my God. She used to cook fish and give me fish to carry to school, stink up the whole place. Like, oh. But then I realized, hanging out with the other crew, I started hanging out with the Jamaican posse, right?
Right.
So they loved me and they, took off my bifocals and that's what that not look good. And they start putting me in, nice stuff and, fixing me up, giving me a makeover. But then what happens is with that makeover, I attract the wrong eyes. So,
Right.
you know, um, I always tell parents, watch watch what they're doing on this phone, because
Mm.
they sexting. Sexting is very, very popular right now. If you don't know what that is, they basically having sex on the phone, but in codes. So put that in this, that's
Wait.
and they have a code for it. Just in case you look at the phone, you don't know
Oh,
you know
hence,
what
yeah, right. The code, right.
right. So it's called sexting. So
What sexting for me was really just talking about fantasies and what could be, having that sexual conversation by text.
Right, but when you're 13 and 14 years old, um, you're not supposed to be entertaining those talks. When you're
Well,
over 18,
oh
then
well, yeah.
but when you're 13 and 14 and younger, um, one of my students was 12 years old and she was pregnant, and she used to come to school with her book and draw and make up baby names and stuff.
Hmm.
She was 12. She had the baby when she was 13 years old. I mean, and it was like nothing.
And this was in New York.
This was in New York. This is in New York on Linden Boulevard. That school right there on the corner. Yep. So I always tell parents, be very mindful of your children. Be very mindful of your children. These children of today is not the children of yesteryear. And just imagine, right? I'm sitting here and telling you what I did. I don't even know the technology, right? I couldn't even put on Skype. I had to Google it, YouTube it to figure it out. And these children are meeting people from all over the world, Australia, China, all over the world, Canada, and they're communicating with people that is we would know. It's
Right, right,
endless.
right.
So very careful of what your children are doing. They're hiding secrets. And it's gonna come out. It is eventually.
Yeah, eventually it does. So when you got mixed up in all of this, you were about what age at that time when you were
What
introduced?
14 years old, but I was a big 14, huge.
As in chunky or just tall?
So my breast was like a 32A, and I had like a size 4, like a real small stomach size, like bam,
Mm.
you know. So I didn't look 14 at all. When I'm 14, I look like 18. I didn't look my age. But when you spoke to me, you would know that I'm young. But
Right,
most men don't care about you speaking. They like the look. That's
right,
what
right.
what draws them in.
Exactly.
And when you're 14, what do you want to do? You want to do your hair, you want to do your nails. I don't know, you want to go and buy some chips or something.
Right, right.
You don't have any real bills. So, they just keep throwing the money at them and
And you're gonna go to where you're getting the attention, and two, the money.
of course, that's what it's
Yeah.
all about. And then it moves into something more um, advanced, sexual encounters. Um, some of the times it's you know some of the times. Well, I'm going to talk about me. Some of the times I didn't want it, but I had to because I was ashamed and I couldn't tell anybody that I put myself in that position. So then it was like um,
Mm-hmm.
how I can say flirting
Yeah.
went back for me. Um, when you're locked in a situation, you don't know how to get out, and then you can't run to your mother and be like, "Oh, mom, but let me tell you what I've been doing."
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like I got caught up,
Right.
and many of us do things later on. We wake up in the morning like, "Oh my God, what did I do?" Oh my, oh God! If the walls could talk, what did I just do? But you
Yeah.
always have time to correct yourself. I learned that. I learned that it's never too late. I don't care if you're 60 years old, you're 70 years old. You have time to repent, correct yourself. Everybody has a past, and I talk about my past very freely because why? It can help somebody. Don't
Right.
let your shit don't stink. Everybody should stink. It's toxins removing from your body. I
Right.
mean, nobody on this earth in 2020 in the midst of COVID-19 is happy or just on cloud 1,000. Nobody. But everything happens for a reason. You're gonna have some people in the COVID-19 that prosper, and
Mm-hmm.
you didn't hear of them, and they flying. And then once all of this is over, they're gonna be millionaires, trillionaires,
Yeah.
and then you have it reversed. You're gonna have those that was millionaires and trillionaires and cut down to they don't have them anymore. So
Right, right.
that's just how it goes. This is life.
Yeah. So now at 14, you're introduced to sex with older men and
They're asking because they're I'm on my I have you on Facebook Live, so they're like who are you talking to? So I don't know how to
yeah.
I don't know
Hey,
how to do
kevinstew.com.
it.
That's all I can tell y'all. kevinstew.com. You go there, you can jump in a chat room and you can interact. Uh, and you can also call 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839. You can call, you can text, and chit chat with us. Ask Penny some questions if you want to. You're hearing something that you've never heard before, you can ask her about it. So come on over, kevinstew.com. Easy. All right, so yeah, Penny.
Yep.
So and oh, by the way, those looking for information, we'll get to her book a little bit later on. The name on the book as author is actually Ingrid Morgan, but we're close. Tonight she's Penny. But you still letting me talk to your Facebook people?
I don't because I don't know what to do. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm like,
It's okay. Just tell him to come on over.
yeah,
kevinstew.com.
yeah,
Just tell him. That's all. All right. So 14, you are
yeah.
now being, well, would it be safe to say that you're being forced into some prostitution at this point? Because you said there was some
Oh
money
yeah.
involved and there was sex involved. So,
Oh yeah, but at that time, that word wasn't used because we didn't see ourselves as that because I was stripping. So,
you're stripping
um,
at 14?
yeah, yeah. Along with a couple of the girls that was in my school. That's how we got started. So they recruit.
Right.
So they do not everybody, but they look at you and they see your shape and they ask you, if you want to make money. I know this place. Come on down. You have to go and you have to audition. When I went, the man didn't ask me for my ID or anything. He was just like, put this on. He gave me an outfit and he was like, let me see what you're working with. Was it?
Put on some music and you just needed to.
You perform, and then you have the girl there that help you. So you don't need to experiment.
So it was basically you had on the job training.
Yeah. And then what happens is the girl that her name was Wanda. The girl that linked me, she was in one of my classes, not all of them,
Right.
and she was very physical. She was I think she was 16, but she was big, real big, not fat. I'm talking about well developed.
Right.
So she used to show me, and that's how I started stealing and stuff like that because some of the outfits we have to steal like the rhinestones and stuff for them to put it on. So you just go and put on a regular bikini and go no. So you have to fix up yourself. You have to dress up yourself.
Right.
Where the money from? So I just walk into Alexander. That was on downtown Brooklyn and on Loman's. I put that on and or put it on and up up.
Right.
I got one or two times, but that ain't stopped me.
Wow.
Because of my age, I got away with it. They just gave me a ticket. Some sort of ticket.
So, okay, you got a ticket, which means your parents had to get involved.
No, no.
Child services
But
weren't called. Nothing.
when I got caught in A&S, the man took me and he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, "I need you to come with me." And I was like, "Why?" He was like, he did like this, and I was like, "Ugh." And then when I went in the back, he was like, "Let me see your bag," and I had my notebooks. I can laugh now, but it wasn't funny back then. I had my notebook and my schedule, and he was like, "What is?" And then he didn't bother. He was just like, "What?" And then he took the clothes out, and then he wrote the ticket for. So say the top was like $18. He wrote it times three.
Right.
Then he gave me the ticket. I don't know what they do now. I'm talking about back in the day. He gave me a ticket, and then he let me go because it was like under a certain amount of money, and he was saying like, if it was over a certain amount of money, then they would have locked me up. But it was under a certain amount of money. So I learned
Right.
from the day never to take something over whatever amount.
Mm. So now, jeez. You see, this is how people become professionals in their craft.
You
Yeah.
ain't never lied because I learned how to put a foil in my bag. Don't set the alarm off. I learned how to get pliers to push through the cardboard. You know the ones with the ink?
Yeah.
I learned to do it and pop it off.
I can't.
Yeah,
I
I studied I studied how to desensitize, the stickers and and how to wear stuff and the seal
yeah.
and buy the thing and clip it back on and save it and tape like a dress or something. I really don't really want it, but I have to wear it for that night. To tape it with scotch tape inside and don't put no deodorant. Yeah, as many tricks to it and carry it back to the store like nothing. No receipt, no nothing. Like here, I don't want this no more. And they give you store credit.
Wow. I had a feeling Marlon would remember places like Alexander's. He said he used to go to the one on Fordham Road in the
Yeah,
Bronx.
yeah. Talking old school. So the young ones, you're like, what is she talking about? Y'all not gonna get it.
Yeah, Marlon would know those places because he left Jamaica
And
and went to New York also.
uh-huh. That was my spot. That store like every time they move something, I would get upset because then that would be my hiding spot. I would sit down and like I'm tying my sneaker,
Right.
stuff my bag. Because not all the time you go in the fitting room. Because sometimes the fitting room is where you get busted because they know like, okay, she walked in with sick, too. So I
Right.
put on the floor like, mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Even food. I used to go and steal food because I was hungry.
so you got into stealing, stripping,
Yep.
some prostitution.
Yep.
At what point then did you transition out of that life into having kids?
So I got caught up. So my baby father, the first daughter, he got me pregnant. I got pregnant at I think 18. I didn't even know I was pregnant. I was still stripping. I got pregnant and it was it. That was it because I couldn't dance anymore with a big belly in front of me.
Right.
Everybody disowned me because it was like I don't know how they knew, but somewhere down the line they was like I knew that was gonna happen.
Well, it one usually follows the other. You know, you have sex without protection, usually brings forth a child.
Hmm.
So
But I didn't have sex with every man. So it
right.
was like
It only takes one.
this one, my baby father told me he loved me and he
Uh
don't doing this and I'm never gonna have to work. He's never gonna make me upset. He's never gonna do this. He's never gonna cheat. He's never going to look at another woman. He's never going to. He's never going to. He's never going to. You know what you men do?
I've heard.
Yeah, you heard right, right. You don't want
um,
to confess, okay? Confession. So
but
promise, promises coming to a fool.
that's
Yeah.
right. So he was he involved in you stripping and dancing also?
No, he asked me. He always used to ask me, "What am I doing and where am I getting money from?" And because he know he couldn't afford my lifestyle,
Okay.
he was working as a chef, but it was just something about him. He was more into me, and I didn't experience that with the other men. Like when you read my book, you're gonna see like Joe. You're gonna see like different other men I interacted with,
Right.
and it was more of a look. So they wanted to go to the dance hall. They wanted somebody with my look, but they didn't really care about my heart or
Right.
how I felt. And I was tired. Going to school, having a child, like exhausted. I was exhausted. Like I would fall asleep on the train past Utica Avenue, wind up all the way 3, 4 stops away, have to get back. I mean, it's not a pretty life at all. I'm laughing, I'm talking because it's in my past. Everybody
Yeah.
has a past, but
Right, right.
I wouldn't advise anybody to go down that road. And that's why I wrote my book, because I'm trying to help people. Don't do that. Not go ahead and try it and then let me know how it turned out. No,
Mhm.
do that. That's not what I want for you. If you don't want that, because that road that you're going down, especially now, you might get killed, wind up in jail. You don't know. It's too dangerous right now.
So you got pregnant
Mhm.
and people started distancing themselves.
Yeah, like my mother and my father. Cool.
Well,
Mother,
they kind
my,
of distanced themselves from before though.
yeah, but even worse, because now I'm pregnant. So then now they looking at me like, you was having sex. They didn't know nothing about. You gotta read my book.
Oh yeah.
My father was right there in the house and did not know their child.
Yeah.
So when I got pregnant, it was just like, you not a virgin? Like, really? Really? No, I'm not a virgin. Like, really?
That right
I'm
there.
no, not a virgin. No. So pretty much. Nobody likes to tell the truth. And that's one thing that
Yeah. You know, but so here comes your child.
right.
You are with your child's father at this time. Now you all got a place together, right? I'm
No,
thinking that
my
okay.
baby father left me when he kicked me down the stairs. We got into an argument. Um, on now Crown Troy and Albany in Brooklyn. If you have anybody from Brooklyn, they would know exactly the building I'm talking about. So I'm on the fourth floor,
Mhm.
and we got into an altercation. Um, I don't remember what it was about, but I was like 6 months pregnant, and I was trying to walk away, and he took his foot and kicked me in my back, and I fell down the stairs. I fell down like 2 flights because I was trying to hold on, but I couldn't, because I was trying to hold. I was falling and trying to protect my belly at the same time, and then he ran down and just kept kicking me. So I
What?
busted up my nose, and then the cord is shifted, and then when I looked down, I thought I peed on myself, but it was like the impact. So I wound up in the hospital, and then I couldn't move. They put me on they put me on my back with my legs up in the thing because they didn't want the baby to come out. So I had to use the bathroom in the I had to use the bathroom. They put this thing underneath my butt. So I had to do like a number two in it, and then they put something inside of my clit, like for people to come out. I forget what they call it.
A catheter.
So I had to stay like that for like 2, 3 days straight. Don't move. So they gave me IV. oxygen because the fall opened up something, and the doctors after 2 3 days sewed me back up or something. I don't know. I don't remember what they did to keep the baby from not coming out.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. He
But
apologized, dropped himself on the floor. He cried. He pleaded the blood of Jesus. Oh my God, I killed my
so
child. He took a knife. He cut himself up. To this day, he have the cuts. I know where it's at. Cut himself and then spew the blood out. I was like, oh my God, what is this?
this is all in your book, right? Okay, cool. I don't want to give it away too much out of this book. But I do want you painting that picture so that people can understand what it is that they're getting into.
It's not a problem to me. Why? Because I've had people tell me that they walk around with my book as a Bible. I've had because I'm a domestic violence advocate. I've had women they have a highlighter
Hmm.
book to get out. This
Wait,
is
I'm gonna
my
have you say that again. They took a highlighter and did what? Because
they,
it started breaking up again.
yeah, they take a highlighter and some sentences and parts of my book,
Yeah.
they highlight it, and every time they get into that space, they look at it and it motivates them to go on to the next day. So say if they're having an altercation with their husband or their boyfriend,
Right.
they will take up the book, especially I think the words of wisdom part,
Mm.
and it will motivate them. Um, because I have in the parts in the book, follow your heart. Follow your heart. If your heart tells you enough, enough.
That's enough. Yeah.
Yeah, especially domestic violence. I don't play with that because one time a man hit you, he's gonna hit you.
Right.
So, like I said, my baby father dropped himself down on the floor. He told me he wanted to drink my bath water. I said, "Go ahead." He went and got a cup and literally drunk it. I was like, "Oh God, no." So from that point, I was just like, this is not gonna work."
That's not
Um,
love. That's an obsession.
yeah, you think? So yeah, basically took a knife, cut up himself, and then out the blood all over the place, and this is what I'm gonna do for you, and this I'm doing this for you, and traumatized the hell out of me. I was like, he's crazy. Get out! No, you'll kill me. So I just distanced myself from him, and it was very difficult because he was stalking me, and then I'm carrying his child. And then I had nobody to talk to. Um, I went into deep depression with pregnant,
Right.
because people people had already shunned me because I was young. So then it was like, I'm gonna sit down and talk to who? Who I'm gonna talk to? My whole family disowned me. Basically was laughing at me, mimicking me, talking about, you see me, I say, look at what, look, right now, look.
Right.
So before she stay in our books, she gotta look, man. And it was just very hurtful at that time. And they was telling me to kill my child. They was telling me go have an abortion. You too young. Who's gonna take care of it? Where I get money from? Where I get pampers? They was telling me all the negative that you could think of. Go and take that pill. Go to Manhattan and make them take this thing. I'll suction it out. They was just telling me pure crap. Like, no, I'm not doing that. No,
Right.
no, I'm not doing any of them. I'm not having an abortion. I'm not killing my child. I'm not doing none of that. No.
So that was your first child. How long after that did your second child come along?
My first daughter's pushing 30 years old, and my second is 15.
Your first. Okay.
My first daughter
Mm-hmm.
pushing 30 years old. My second daughter is 15. She goes to Piper High School.
Gotcha.
Just a little distance.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So
A little bit.
with recognizing that this your child's father is a little bit on the crazy side.
Yeah,
You had to find some way to distance yourself from him,
right,
but he's your child's father.
right.
How did you manage scheming that up?
I took him to child support.
But was you? He was there. He was with you. Oh,
But I took him to child support. When I took him to child support, he bounced. Deuces.
you
I
you
went
you
downtown, and
serious?
I'm serious as serious can be. I went downtown Brooklyn, and I filed for child support, and they told me that the child is not born yet. I can file for child support when the child is 2 weeks old. I said, okay. The man gave me matter of fact, he's still my friend to this day. His name is Sergeant Rick Carter. He works at the child support, right? And he gave me the packet.
Right.
It's so when I connect with him, it's so funny. He gave me the packet, and he was like, that man is going to go crazy. He was like, I was like, I don't care. Filled it out, and he told me hold it. He said because the looks of you, you look like you about to go, and he was right, but he bounced. They served him, and he never showed up.
So was this the only abusive relationship that you had?
Oh no,
Hmm?
no, my husband shot me in my right leg.
Whoa, whoa. Say what now?
My husband, he shot me in my right leg. I'll show it to you.
Wh- Huh? Why? Why?
He
What
was jealous.
happened?
He was jealous, and like, when I started to rebel, it wasn't the first time it escalated. Um, it started with like verbal abuse. It started that way. When I met him, he was the most loving. Opened the door for me, buy me flowers. You know,
Hmm.
woman,
Oh.
buy me balloons and
Mm-hmm.
perfume and courting me and taking me to dinner and trips and then all of a sudden he started hanging around with some. He was a barber. He started hanging out with the wrong crowd. It turned him. It turned him the
So
worst.
so he
He,
became abusive?
yeah, he went from a family man to some gangster or some shatta or whatever you call him.
Oh, so he went and took up the thug life.
Hmm. Because of the barbers that he was dealing with. So it just got worse, like, and real fast too, like real fast. And the first time he hit me, I hit him back. But then being a man, his strength was more than mine, and he literally floored me. So like we were just going at it. And I realized the more I hit him, is the longer the fight would last. So I just like just try to keep him off of me, not fight him, like just
Right.
you know, especially my face, because then what happens is if when he slapped me in my face, I'm light skinned, so then all over here would be bruised and swollen.
Right.
So um, you know, and then sexual abuse. Many nights he jumped on top of me, and I remember one night like he jumped on top of me so hard he shifted my cervix because I was fighting him, and then he basically took my leg, almost broke it, and he was jamming. I'm moving. So I don't know if you ever try to have sexual intercourse with a woman and she keeps doing this, and then you just
Uh,
keep.
no,
It's,
I can't say I've ever had that experience.
it's traumatic. It's traumatic. Like people have uh, rough sex, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Right.
That don't know why you would, because you're damaging your organs inside. So after a while, it was just like I give up. So I just lay flat, didn't move, didn't do nothing, just like this. And he was just like, I don't see enjoyment in that. But hey, because if I keep fighting and resisting him, I'm breaking up in my. It's just I just wanted I numb myself like
Right.
and sometimes I would expect it because like he would go out with his friends, come back drunk and high and just, you know, ugh. And then I'm in the same bed with him, and then if I try to resist, then I get pushed out on the floor, and then he just jump on top of me. So it's either look, some nights I'll just be so tired, just gotta take it. Are you done? Like, and then I had nobody to talk to once again. So that is like the message of my book. If anybody's going through depression, if anybody's going through anything, any signs of domestic abuse, verbal, emotional, physical, please reach out to me. I'm going to help you to get you out of that dark place that you might be in. Do not be afraid to talk up. Why? Because 9 out of 10 times, if you think he's doing that to you, he has a side chick, a baby mother, another side chick, another baby mother. You're not the only one he's doing that to. Because I found out later, of course, that I wasn't the only one. So I learned later on that once they get everything they can get out of you, you're no longer attractive. You're just like, I know she's there. I know she's in the house. Let me, you know what I mean? But it's no real love.
But when he was verbally abusing you and physically abusing you, there was no love there either.
No, but I thought it was. I thought it was. I thought because he wasn't hardly ever home, right? He
Right.
was home, but then when he got mixed up with the wrong crowd, he would just come, babe, and go back outside. Come, babe, go back outside. But so when he was home, it was traumatic for me. So him not being home was like,
Mm.
no, verbal abuse because he's not there. So him getting mixed up in the wrong crowd, basically that's what killed him.
It didn't literally kill him though.
Yeah, he died.
Oh, okay.
He made me a widow. I was a widow at a very young age. That- So he shot me. He shot me. He shot me in front of a club on Church, Winthrop and Clarkson, by the diner. Anybody from Brooklyn, they would know what it is. It used to be called Culture Club. I think it was
So,
called.
so
See,
he
it was
just
Culture Club, right?
he
Yeah. I'm asking my husband. Culture Club.
I should ask him about why it is that you're going through a drought in this COVID times.
6 feet. We all kids.
um, so you went through him shooting you.
That was my first husband. I'm married. This is my third.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah.
I will leave it. I will leave it alone.
Yeah.
Take that any way you want to. Third time's the charm. Take it any way you want to. So,
I keep it real.
was your second husband abusive also?
Yeah, that's the one he knocked my teeth out.
Oh wow.
I'm still cute.
Yeah, you are. In fact, let me put you full screen. Because
Yeah, he from hitting me and punching me, I had a cap. Um,
right.
but after so many years, the gum, it starts descending and it just doesn't work anymore. So um in order for me to get my teeth back in my mouth, I'm supposed to have to have what's called dental implant.
Right.
The dentist down here, which is Dr. Gilson, he's an excellent dentist. He told me it's going to cost me $15,000. So y'all take care of your teeth here. Take care of your teeth. It's important. It's a lot of money. It's a car payment.
Oh yeah.
It's a car. So
That car payment. That's a whole car.
that's a whole car. Yeah. So Yeah, my second husband. My first husband got killed next to a woman. And hey, Pastor. My pastor's on the live. All right.
That's what's up.
Hey, yeah, I gotta show her what I'm doing. Pastor,
The night
um
shift.
I'm on the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. Said
Greetings.
hello.
Greetings, Pastor. Greetings
That's
and
right.
salutations.
All right. And I'm gonna invite everybody, be my pastors on. I'm gonna invite everybody to come to church, Sounds of Heaven. Um, hit me up. I'll let you know the address. Yeah,
There you go.
there you go. Yeah. So what happens is he said hi, Kevin. So what happens was my second husband, he was the same way. I told him what my first husband did, and he went and did worse.
Oh, so he had to just one up him or five up him.
But my first husband got killed in front of another got killed next to another woman. They thought it was me. They thought I was dead because the news um said that he got killed with his female companion.
Right.
Right. So nobody thought to call me. They just automatically assumed
That it was
be-
you.
because we were married, so they automatically assumed that I got shot too. Like, and I didn't. I was alive.
Well,
So
clearly.
clearly, yeah.
So your second husband, he decided that he's going to after you told him the story of what you went through the
I
first husband.
right. I told my second husband that I was abused by my first husband, and he made me a widow at a young age, and I was traumatized and had to take Valium, had to take Gideon, had to take Seroquel, had to take all these medications because of my trauma, post-traumatic stress disorder. And my second husband came and did worse or close to it than my first husband.
Mm-mm.
And
Mm-mm.
to this day, I have no answer for that. So could you help me out? What's that about? If you tell somebody your past, they make it better, not worse.
Yeah, you'd expect that it should be better.
Right.
No, that's crazy. But some would argue that if people who go through the trauma of abuse and they move on to another relationship, they pretty much end up picking someone who has those same traits as the relationship that they left out of because they didn't feel like they were adequate enough to get better.
Right. And then what he used to do, he used to I medicate me more than I needed. So sometimes I would be like Valium. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like
Yeah,
a antidepressant. So
yeah.
I would take the Valium and forget that I took it, and then he would come and be like, "Babe, you have to take your medication." And then me not being in a solid state of mind, take the medication, and then he would have the water right there. So it's like, okay,
So he's keeping you drugged up. For what?
I don't know. I have no idea. So then it came a point in time where I was just like, people really, I thought to myself, I was really crazy too. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I used to talk to myself. I used to like, don't bathe. It's like, I used to start singing songs. I used to like see visions on the wall, like almost schizophrenic. But because I realized he was double and triple medicating me. And how I found out when I went to the doctor said you're going through your medication faster than you need to. So then and then when they checked my blood and my urine, it was way above the toxicity that it was supposed to be.
How did you get out?
Um, he took a gun to my teeth and he gun butted me. So all of right here is not mine. And then I have this is I got lipstick on right here. And he sexually assaulted me. He took a pillow and put it over my head and he clocked his gun. I thought I was dead. I don't know what happened. And he just left me. He knocked me unconscious. And when I woke up in the hospital again. And that was it. He ran. And then they locked him up. He ran for 2 days and they locked him up. And while they locked him up, I filed for divorce. So that's the documentation. I filed for divorce while he was in jail.
Mm.
The district attorney said he refused to sign it.
They said
So
he took what?
he refused to sign the
Oh,
divorce paper.
oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Did you have insurance? Why was it sounded like he was just trying to slowly kill you, or
Right.
something to get some insurance money or something?
No, I didn't have insurance. I was young and didn't have just kept going into the wrong, falling into the wrong pattern continuously because I had no support. So I was basically doing everything on my own, just keep going into the wrong men, wrong direction all the time. So he refused to sign the documents, and after so many documents, so many papers, my lawyer kept going to the jail and asking him like, "Let her go, release her." Like it's never gonna work. You have a record, you know, you have charges, you're in jail. Sign the document. So to make a long story short, Kings County District Attorney's Office on J Street finally took it to the Supreme Court. So in order for me to get my freedom, I had to. This is so traumatic that you have no idea that somebody that does not want to let you go.
Mm.
Let's just get that straight. Somebody who does not want to let you go. This piece of paper holds a lot of weight. A lot of weight. It's traumatic. It's like the gun butt to my face was nothing compared to the days. The days. So let me just show you something. I filed documents in 2000, right? You know how long it took me to get my divorce? Yeah, took
Uh, 3 years.
2 years. 2 years to get my freedom. 2 years of
Mm-mm.
of emotional depression, more medication because then now they diagnosed me with bipolar disorder because I went from mood disorder, right? I went from mood disorder and then going through all of this.
Yeah.
You should have seen my lawyer when he walked into that courtroom. He had a file on me about this thick because every time he tried to go to my husband and get him to sign that one piece of blasted paper, he denied it. He denied it. And then on top of it, he told me, "Oh, if you let me out of jail, I'm gonna sign it." So what did I do, like an idiot?
Let them out of jail.
Let him out of jail, and then that just made everything worse. So they went to the Supreme Court with it. They went to the Supreme Court, and then within seconds, the judge overturned ruled it in my favor as I guess the nature of this action is to dissolve the marriage between parties on the grounds of DRL 17 cruel and inhumane treatment. That-
Inhumane treatment.
right, because a gun was involved. He raped me, um, and there's a lot of other stuff that he did to me. That yeah, so that's what it is. So it says it there: cruel and inhumane treatment. So that's close to attempted murder.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
I-
the only other person that I've heard of going through that kind of trauma over an extended period of time actually also lives here in Broad County. CJ Love. She wrote a book also called, well, back when I first met her, it was called A Promise to Kill. Now it's called Behind the Mask. And
A lot of women that
yeah,
gone through domestic violence and scared to talk about it. Um, and woman empowerment, it helps them to release that, because I'm not going to say that um, I do forgive him. Let me put it that way, because I myself
what was
was a
that
God,
like for you?
huh?
What was that like for you, giving that forgiveness? What was that like for you?
Because it would have killed me. Because I can't move on if I don't forgive him.
Mm-hmm.
I pray for him. Um, when he came out of jail, um, he dropped himself down to the floor. Went and got tattoos with my name on it. It was just one thing. You know, um, bought me a car. He took me on trips. He wanted to take me on trips. I'm sorry, money, and things of that nature. But it's like the damage is done. The damage is done. Um, I wish him the best. And like I said, he didn't divorce me. The courts divorced me. So the Supreme Court divorced me. Thank you. I swear I love this man. I didn't even know him from a hole in the wall. Um, the judge name. Um, and at that time, it was District Attorney Charles Hines. Um, uh, yeah, I know most of them still there. All these years, they're still there. Oh, Honorable Bernard M. Bloom. Thank God for him.
Mm.
Thank God. That judge, he was like, he did what? He didn't want to anymore. He was like, okay, second.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, see, you and Marlon have so much in common. He went through the experience of someone not wanting to let him go too.
I don't know why is that though. Like, that beat me up, you rape me, you do everything to me, and then you're in jail. That's the part that I don't understand with the men. You're in jail. So what do you think is gonna happen? You think you're gonna come out of jail and then we gonna hold hands, kiss and love you? And I don't like
You're gonna have a kumbaya moment, and everything
have
is
a
gonna be fine.
you wasn't in the right headspace. Really? Men gotta do better. Gotta do better.
So now here you have marriage number 3,
Right.
and I see no bruises.
No.
I see smiles.
Yeah, because you know why? I have a Glock 9 and I have Glock.
I can't. I can't with this one.
But now I go to Nexus.
So your Glock 9 and your experience has
And I go to
keeps
three.
him in check.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Oh,
can't.
none of this. Would you? Because see, I still have anger built up into me, but because I know I'm the godly way now, and I have a
Mm.
past. I left my past behind me. But
Then why you have a gun? Well, 2.
I used to like shoes. I don't like shoes anymore. I used to like pocketbooks and shoes.
So now it's guns.
Yeah, I went to the police department and I signed up with the Citizens Police Academy, and I graduated November 6, 2019. I did 4 months of training,
Mm-hmm.
um, all traffic, domestic violence training, um, you name it. Um, Scenarios, you know, went out on calls, I did the real thing, like
Yeah,
playing around.
I just had Chief Constance Stanley of the Lauderhill Police Department, and Lauderhill, they have a program, a citizen um, training.
Police Academy.
Citizens Police Academy. Also, it
Mm-hmm.
just wasn't coming to me. Hey, I'm tired. It just burnt.
I
um, and they have that program also in the city of Lauderhill.
I would
And
advise anybody who has time
hmm
to sign up for that program. Why? Because tactics that you would or and things to look out for that you would miss. So
right,
if it's going to be very hard for you to attack me because I know what to look out for. And the police department, they teach very well. And it's not hard. It teaches very well. It's just common sense,
it's
but
awareness. It's just
it's awareness on a higher level because
right.
what does a criminal look like?
What does what look like?
A criminal. What does a thief look like?
There's no particular look. They look like everybody.
There isn't. So then, so they teach like certain body movements,
It's behaviors.
yeah, to look for. Um, you know,
Right.
can't let that all out, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Go
And
if you want to learn, go take the
yeah,
training.
shooting range, you have to know how to hold. You have to know how to shoot, obviously.
hmm
Yeah, and you have there's a target. If you don't know how to hold a gun, they teach you how to do it, and yeah.
So you think because now you have learned these things that is
Mhm.
what keeps you smiling in at home.
Anywhere I go, Walmart, public, church, my parents must be cracking up. I can walk out my house 2 o'clock in the morning, come get you.
That's
Go to
right. You know what? I'm rolling with you when outside starts keeping again. I'm rolling with you.
let's go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up my pastor. Don't she say she know that because what happens is from Brooklyn,
Yeah.
I'm around artillery all my life.
Mm.
I've been ducking bullets all my life. I've been around that all my life, so it's not like you know.
Right. It yeah. I get it. I get it.
Yeah. When I was doing my training, we have to have partners. Nobody wanted to be my partner.
Why?
Actually, Rosa. Nobody wanted to be my partner because I don't know.
They're
Couple
you look
people
too
got shot.
rough? What?
Just a little bit.
Jeez.
Like, like Morgan, hands down, hands down. Morgan, hands down. I don't hear nothing because it's either you or me. They teach you tactics. Like
Yeah.
one of them was like late at night in the park, right?
Yeah.
Late at the park, you have two people. One of them was officers, but one was drinking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sitting down, and you're approaching him, and you're trying to tell him, okay, like, you have to leave. And he said, no, he don't want to go. Who are you? Who are you talking to? Now I'm the officer. He's right, and then he has a bag on the table. So my sergeant is like, okay, so what are you gonna do? And I'm like, well, back. You gotta ask him first because you can't just pick somebody back and check him. So I asked him, can I check your bag? And then he's telling me, F you, and
Right.
really acting how people act when they're intoxicated or whatever.
Right.
So, you know, so I said, okay, well, my safety and your safety, you have to stand up. He don't want to stand up. So then you have to tackle him. You have to. But then what happens is when he stood up, in order for me to check, he wouldn't allow me to check him, and I knew something wasn't right. But my partner, she got scared and she was just standing there. But I said, I got this, and he ran, and then he turned around, and next thing you know, he was on the floor.
Yeah. I'm rolling with you. When outside starts keeping again, I'm rolling with you.
But you want to know the story? Did he have a gun on him? Yes or no?
Yeah.
He did. He had a gun on him in his back. He had a Glock in his back. So he didn't pull for it, but he could have.
That's right.
So the unknown is what's gonna get you killed.
Yeah. That moment that you find out what is unknown, that's the last thing you know.
So the police officers, they train you, um, they train you not to pull your gun. That's the last alternative. But in the dark, and you turn around, you making funny movements and stuff like that, things will happen in a split second.
Right.
So he did have a gun on him. He didn't let me search him. He was just oblivious. He didn't want to. He wasn't cooperating. Period. So it could have went so smooth. He could have stood up. I could have searched him, handcuffed him, and took him in the cell. And then next morning, clear up. Everybody lives. Everybody go home. But then I'm gonna act like a fool. So, and I'm from Brooklyn. So it's gonna be your life or my life. I got 3 grandchildren and 2 children to take care of.
Right.
So I would just advise anybody to go to the academy, go through the program. You're gonna learn a lot,
Yep.
a lot.
Yep. Um, we're looking to do a monthly, once a month program with the Lauderhill Police Department. So
Let me know.
yeah, once a month they'll be on this show. I already had um, one representative from the police information service, which is now their community liaison.
Uh huh.
So their community relations department represented, and then Chief Stanley was on the following week. So next month I might have them come back, one of them representing. You know, these are things that we all need to know. But yes, going through and getting the training, it's so
I'm
much better.
I'm glad you said that because that's why this voting that just happened is mind boggling to me. I'm very. I say what I say. I say what I say, and I stand behind it. 1,000,000,000%. Um, Vote, vote, vote. You don't know who you're voting for. You don't know what they're gonna do. They were in office before. You don't see no real change.
Hmm.
But things like this that's offered to the community and it's free.
Yes.
Um, how come people don't know about it? So something is missing. You know, if they can put flyers and you go by Walmart and Publix and you can see the post with the thing, vote for this, vote for that, and they plastered all over Florida. But
Right.
then you think like that, watch how fast all those boards is gonna come down,
Yeah.
right? They're
Yeah.
gonna come, and then we gonna go, and then 2 weeks from now, we're gonna go right back to the
Life as
hoopla,
it was.
like everything. Black Lives Matter, support Black business, this that, all that's just gonna die out. But then you need strong leadership to come out and say, listen, we're gonna hand out flyers, we're gonna send emails, we're gonna get radio talk people, we're gonna use them to spread the word and get more people active in the community. You can't just be active in the community for your liking. Oh, vote for me. I'm running judge this, I'm vote for me. Okay, and then what?
Yeah.
Then what? So, things of that, like the Sunrise Police Department, Lauderdale Police Department, I'm willing to work with them. Um, I connected, well, I sent the email to Sheriff Tony months ago.
Mm.
No, no reply. Because why? Because I'm an advocate for domestic violence, and the domestic violence has increased um, since COVID-19, and the women are scared to speak out. Why? They have nowhere to
Nowhere
go.
to go.
Offices are filled, um, and they just feel so ashamed. So like I can't even explain it. The children are home, the fathers go to work, eat, sleep, use the bathroom, and bounce. That's it. The mother is there Monday through Sunday, 24 hours, 7 days a week with these children. They don't get a break. They don't do their hair. They don't do their nails. They don't do like they don't take self care of themselves. Why? Because they're tired. They have
Mm.
nobody to leave their children with to say, listen, I need a break. I can't do this. It's too much on me. So then what happens, right? So then what happens? We're in the man sees that, and then the man does what? Add more fuel to the fire. And I don't mean like physically. I mean emotionally, right? So then it's like, okay, the bills, the financial aspect of it. So then COVID-19, a lot of people lost their jobs. So where you getting the money from? So it's like a domino effect
Right.
that people need to understand. We need to get out and speak to people and hear what they're saying. We need more counselors. We need more advocates. We need people like me who have and willing to share my story to inspire, to help people on so many different levels. I just told you I'm very active in the community, and I'm not satisfied with what's happening in the community. But
Right.
nobody don't want to hear me because they gonna be like, oh, she this, she that, whatever. But because I don't have any money, my status is low. It's not
Right.
middle class high, it's low. So then, I don't fit into that category. Come on. And you talking about unity and oh, we all need to unite, and they talk so nice, and yeah, I'm not, I don't, you can't trick me. You can't trick me. My spirit says go is go. My spirit say no is no. You can't buy me.
How
I
can
don't fall for that.
how can people get in touch with you and get your book?
Well, if you want to get in contact with me, go to Facebook, go Ingrid Morgan, Morgan, um, Instagram, Morgan Catwalk. Um,
Wait,
you
hold
can
up.
contact.
Because all of a sudden it started breaking up again. So,
mm,
okay, go now.
So you can contact me. I'm just showing you because I know they're tired of staring at my face. But you can because it's kind of difficult because I'm on Facebook Live and I'm on live with you. But you can contact me on Morgan on Facebook. Contact me on Ingrid Morgan Inc. on Facebook. Contact me on Morgan Catwalk on Instagram. Contact me on Morgan7I on Instagram. You can contact me on Twitter. You can contact me on TikTok. You can contact me um any email Ingrid Morgan at 123yahoo.com. There's many thousands of ways to contact me. If anybody tells you I can't reach her, they haven't tried to contact me because I'm very accessible, especially when it comes to talking about domestic violence and saving somebody's life. I cannot sit here and tell you how many lives I have saved since COVID-19. Thousands. And I'm in a group, I'm in many groups of domestic violence survivors, and they DM me. My phone stays on 24 hours, 7 days a week. Why? Because 9 to 10 times I can't solve their problem, but just picking up the phone and knowing that they're talking to a domestic violence survivor, it helps soothe them. You might not understand what I mean by that, but somebody who has been through it understands very clearly the message that I'm bringing.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna say something very stirring to these men. No means no. Take your hands off of her. Not your property. You don't own anybody. Stop it. Because what happens is a woman is going to sit down there and endure it. And 9 to 10 times it's not going to wind up pretty for you. Because that tool in the kitchen might wind up somewhere by your boys or something like that. Because eventually she's going to break, and
Oh
then
yeah.
that is going to be when the fat lady sings. So men,
Somebody always snaps.
somebody's gonna snap, and 9 to 10 times, um, she's gonna set you up or something like that. You know, so why go through all the struggle? It's not worth it. Like I just explained to you, my husband put a support to get it over. I had to go to the district attorney. It was traumatic. Why? Why waste your time on somebody that doesn't want you? Why waste your time on somebody that's hitting you? Why waste your time on somebody that's emotionally breaking you down? Love does not hurt.
Mm.
You, he don't love you. He's sexually assaulting you, he doesn't love you. He's telling you bad things, oh, you fat, you ugly. I've heard it all. You fat, you ugly, nobody would ever want you. You're not going anywhere, you're good for nothing. No, he doesn't want you. That's not love. Love is supposed to feel good, not when he wants it. That's another thing. It's so many chapters to this, and we didn't children. We have not even touched on the children at all. That's a whole nother night because children are being abused and verbally and emotionally because of COVID-19. The children are being locked in the house. They're not, some of them are being hit if they're small. The parents are losing control. They can't control themselves, so they can't control the child.
But
And, you
they,
know, it winds up bad for the child.
your kids didn't get touched though, and when with all of the domestic violence towards you, your kids didn't get
No,
touched.
no, because he made sure that either at nighttime when my daughter was sleeping to attack me. So you have to remember something. An abuser doesn't attack you 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
Make sense? Because why? Because there's too many eyes. So 9 in 10 times I would get attacked either in the car, pow, out of nowhere. I might say something I didn't even mean what I said, or just get a jab, or something. But at nighttime, for something, there's something with nighttime. I don't know what it is. Um, like the devil come out, or you know, I have no idea. But they know more likely the time, when or where, how to do it. There very rarely I've seen um the abusers attack them in the middle of Walmart or Publix. I have never seen that. I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I just haven't seen that
Right.
because it's right. So behind closed doors and when nobody's around, and they feel that you're helpless. They feel that you're helpless. Sometimes women don't hit back because they know they're gonna kill them. So
True.
she's saved you,
True.
and you're beating up on her. But then she knows if she ever really, really, really wants to hurt you, she's gonna hurt you. She's gonna kill you, not hurt you. She's gonna
Yeah.
take you
You
because
know.
then
I.
she don't know when you're gonna come back and try to lodge at her. So so that's when the fat lady's gonna sing.
You know.
You know?
I look at my better portion and I think, what if I were an abusive man? I wonder how long I would be able to get away with it, because this woman, she feeds me. She she wakes up before me. um, so she knows where I sleep. We don't shower at the same time, so I'm just defenseless in the shower. Like I said, she feeds me, and I saw this meme, I think last week, with pasta and meatballs and a can of Ajax, and the caption read, "When she still prepares your meals when she's upset."
Yeah, yeah.
I think about those things, and I'm like, if I were an abusive man, how long would I last? Not how long would it last? How long would I last? And
So yeah.
you have lasted pretty long.
But here's what happened with that. Wow, you asked a very good question because at that time I had low self-esteem. So
Mm.
it would have lasted until the you conk out or I conk out or we just kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I had low self-esteem. So I thought that men hitting me, sexually assaulting me, I thought that was their way of showing me love. because I didn't know, because I left. You have to understand something. I had a pattern going on
Right.
that wasn't being broken for some odd reason, and I didn't know to
Well,
this day.
you didn't know how to break it. You weren't aware, so you couldn't take steps to break it.
Exactly, exactly. And then I had nobody to talk to. So if you're going through something and you have nobody to talk to, who's going to motivate you to get you out of what you're going through?
Right.
So I had no support. So that is why I'm an advocate, right? So that is why when we do the assessment, we always ask, who is your support system? You have to have support. There's
Yeah.
nobody in COVID-19 pandemic on this God given earth that can do this alone.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but you just can't. You
Yeah,
need
I
somebody,
really don't believe you're wrong.
right?
Here in the
Somebody.
stew pot, someone is saying, "You are a strong, brave woman. May God continue to give you the strength to inspire and help others." And
I'm
I second that.
I'm here to help you. I know I've been there. I understand. Um, it's very difficult, especially for a man who, because I'm an advocate, so I deal with men and women, and
Right.
I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but I have a lot of bisexual men
Mm-hmm.
that are married, girlfriend, and their man is abusing them.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So then,
No, no, no.
right. So
Yeah.
then, emotionally and physically, why? Because some of them are threatened by they're going to tell their wife or their
Mm-hmm.
girlfriend. So then it's just a vicious cycle that I don't know when, because this was here before I was born, and this is going to be here after I'm born. I don't know what it is that I just don't. I would like to do a study. If I about the mind.
You see,
Right.
that's where the connection with Nami comes in. You get to talk with them.
I'm an advocate for them.
I'm an MC and host for their annual
But you,
fundraiser.
but let me explain to you what NAMI, National Alliance of Mental Illness, and I'm an advocate for NAMI. They have their walk every year. Last year was a butterfly. So it's basically
Yeah,
dealing with
yeah. I hosted
people with
it.
emotion disorders, and they have a string load of support and advocates. Um,
Yes.
Tons. You just have to just call them up or email them. Sandra, come in. But yeah, that's a good outlet. Very good outlet.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be.
Sandra Comper and crew.
But let me explain to you why it's not really working. Because I could just tell you my point of view.
Mm-hmm.
I was a counselor, right? I was.
Wait, you broke up just now. Say it
Oh,
again.
I was given a counselor, and my counselor name was Sherry Foster, right?
Yeah.
Oh, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, okay. So what's going on this week? Oh, nothing. All right. So we're gonna just do some affirmations, and and I want you to read this paper of affirmations, and I want you to have this book, and I want you to write down everything from Monday through Sunday. Okay, thank you. All right, take care.
That's it.
You get the point? So then what
The
happens?
routine. The check.
Correct. So
Go through the check marks. Oh, well, we did that. Check. We did
yeah,
that.
we
Check.
did that.
We
Came
did
in.
that. Check.
Yeah, I did. I'm a caseworker. Yeah, I'm her. Yeah, counseling service. Yeah, yeah. But then what happens is there's no connection, so you
Right.
don't feel like voicing your opinion. You don't feel like sharing.
Sharing what is going on
Why
with you.
God earth would I share anything with you? And as soon as I sit down in your office, um, your body is there, but your mind, your soul is what you cook for dinner, or you know what I mean? Because I'm
Right.
a very spiritual person, so I can pick up on spirits very easily. And
Right.
I can tell when you don't want to be bothered with me or you just shoving me off, because I don't do that to people. Because it might be something that you want to tell me that you don't tell somebody else. Because anything somebody tells me is strictly confidential.
Mm-hmm.
You understand why? Because if I open my mouth and I say something to somebody, I can get you killed.
Right.
Because if I say, oh, I saw so and so at Publix. Oh yeah, where'd you see him? I saw him by Sunset Boulevard right there. You know where the McDonald's and the Wells Fargo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw her over there by the Walmart by what you call it, by
Oakland
Walmart.
and University.
Right. So then right then and there, if if you was escaped or if you was at a shelter or you by a friend house or something, I just opened my mouth and I just told somebody who will tell somebody to tell your abuser exactly, more than likely you're gonna go back to that spot and they're gonna
Right.
find. So then I cannot do that. So when people, and I change names. So if you pick up my phone, I never have the person's right name, especially if it's. I don't mean like you or my personal friends. I'm talking about like, you know,
Yeah.
right? So I changed their name.
Right.
So so their name might be Keisha. I have their name as Catherine. Far off. But
Right.
I know who that is
Yeah.
because I know, who phone, whatever. So strictly confidential. So there's so many things that men don't know, how they break a woman, how they destroy a woman's life. And then the woman 9 to 10 times always feels like it's their fault. I'm trying to save a man. I'm gonna tell y'all women right now, stop trying to save a man. You can't save a man. You can't. I tried. You cannot. You cannot save a man. If he is gonna do that to you and you try to stay in it and he continues to do that to you, you can't save him. He has to save himself. You're gonna want him hurt and left lonely, and he's gonna pick up himself, go through the door, and go about his business.
Yeah. Penny, I want to thank you for taking the time out to come and chat with us tonight,
No problem.
sharing your story. Um, Once again, people, you can reach out to her on social media. You can find her book on various platforms. It is on Amazon. It is available in paperback and on Kindle. So look her up, Ingrid Morgan. Look her up on social media platforms.
I just want to say one thing real, some coping skills. Um, Men, do less talking. Hold on. Less talking, less planning, and health wise, less soda, less junk food, less complaining, less worrying, less doubting, um,
So,
less
so,
late hanging around watching WWF. Do something in the house. Go clean the lawn, do paint, do something in the house. Less frowning, less insecurities. That's a
so,
big one. Less,
so,
hold on, I'm almost done. Less ignorance, less hate, and less unforgetfulness. Okay. So there's a negative and a positive. So the more listening. Listen to
okay.
your. She could be telling you exactly what she wants. You're not hearing her. Listen to your woman. More doing. Help her out with the children. Help her out with the laundry. Help her out with cooking. Help her out. Let her get some rest and rejuvenate back herself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, health wise, drink more tea. Put down the Heineken. Put down the Hennessy. More salads. No junk food. No Wendy's. No McDonald's. Less eating out. Encourage your woman and motivate her. She needs to hear that. You can do it. You're hopeful. I believe in you. Try it. You might get some. Try it. Working out, right? More working out. We need exercise. Why? Because we can't sit down and put on quarantine fat and
Pounds.
stuff.
Yep.
It's not good. It'll bring diabetes, cancer. It'll bring all kind of sickness to you. Smile. Nobody smiles anymore. If you know the whole life, I've been smiling. Why? Because it's a coping mechanism. You have to smile. You have life. Don't worry about the bills. Because even when you die, you're still gonna have bills. Still, it's not going anywhere. The bills is gonna be there. Just make sure
Yep.
they don't cut your light off. Because you need the light, you need your water. But you understand what I mean by that.
Oh yeah.
Trust. Have more trust. You cannot have a relationship if you don't have what? Trust.
Yep.
Can't. It's impossible. Oh, where you going? You coming back? Oh, why didn't you call me? You picking up the phone? So once the relationship starts declining and going that way, you have to build back that trust. Confidence. You have to have confidence in your woman. She
Mm.
can do it. She's going to achieve it. And vice versa. You have to have confidence in your man. Encourage him. Don't have him just sit there and just fall because he needs somebody to bring him up. It can help your relationship. Understanding. Have more understanding. We're in COVID-19, a world pandemic. Not everything he does is going to be right. Not everything she does is going to be right. Have understanding. Now is not the time to leave your loved ones and just walk out the door, pick up your bag and say, listen, I'm done. No, have more understanding and love. What happened to the empathy? What happened to the love? Michelle Obama said it. What is going on in the world? We are humans, and we have to understand that the world cannot work without love, compassion, empathy, understanding, hopeful, gratitude. Like, I hope I inspired. I hope I help people to understand and get to know me a little bit more. I do have two sides to me, but when it comes to my book and what I believe in, and I'm a survivor, I'm very, very serious about it. You can make it. Just and be true to yourself. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you're not gonna make it. You're gonna make it. God didn't bring you this far for you to fail. You can do it. Trust me, you can do it.
Amen to that.
Amen. Don't let,
Amen.
don't let me get my pastor bring on there. Just pick up off. I love that. When she start kicking off her shoes, I go, oh boy.
Hey, listen.
It's
Um,
hot in here in this church.
there were a couple of people who are saying that they love your message to men, and where is it? I just saw it. Let me not misquote anyone. Yeah, that was just it. Love her message to men, and that just come from a man. So yeah, we get it. The part about men less talking for men when women typically say we don't talk enough. You made sure to clarify that. So Marlon, I hope you got the clarification on that. It's not just that men should talk less, but listen more. Maybe you should say they should hear less and listen more.
More listening, more
Yeah.
doing, more encouraging, more helpful, more believing,
The
more
encouraging?
positive.
Yes,
Yes,
definitely.
more trust. Trust, more confidence, build
Mm-hmm.
up the confidence. Tell your woman she looks beautiful, not because COVID-19, she have a scarf around her head. She's going through something that she never went through before. We're all going through
Yeah.
something we've never experienced before. So you have to take a little time, a little more effort, a little more empathy. Michelle Obama said it. Where is the love?
Mm.
Where is it? We're all human. My story is different from your story. Everybody's story on the live is everybody got a story.
Yep.
Everybody have a story. But at the same time, we're human and we're all in this together. This is a history that's being made right now. History.
Oh yeah, definitely
And
that.
people are acting like it's just a normal day. They're not wearing their mask. They wear the mask down here. They practicing. They fell off now. They're not practicing hygiene like how they used to, and they just basically don't care. You can't do that because COVID is a disease that we don't know what it is. You're fighting something that you don't even know what it is.
Listen, I've been presenting information on COVID-19 from various angles since the beginning of the year. Trust me. The people that listen to my health show, I think, are the most educated on things that are not being said on mainstream radio or mainstream media about that virus, as well as knowing things like this that you brought here tonight. Going through various events that could really have been life ending,
Oh yeah.
not
I've seen
only for
that
you.
more than 7 times.
You did what?
I've seen the white light. When I got shot, I saw a white light.
You were shot in your leg, though.
Yeah. I was shot in my leg, gun butted in my mouth. I dodged a couple of bullets by the rolling skate.
Yeah.
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 So it's like when you've gone through so much, you appreciate the trees.
There you go.
You stand there and you just look at the tree. I have a mango tree in my backyard and I have an ackee tree.
I
And I
come
just,
into your house.
let's go. And I just stand there sometimes and I just look through the window and I say, look at God.
Yeah.
And people walk past nature and take it for granted.
Oh,
If
yeah.
we have no oxygen and the trees are slowly dying, I don't know what's happening. Even the fruits. Every time I go and I go to Walmart and Publix, I buy the fruits Monday. I kid you not, they don't last by the end of the week.
They shouldn't.
There's something there's something not right. They're not sweet. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. But you know, we have to pay
Yeah,
every time.
Marlon. Yeah, Marlon, we're going to Penny's house. Yeah. We definitely mango tree and ackee tree. We're going to Penny.
Yeah, I
We're
have.
going to
Yeah,
Penny's house. And
but
she locked and loaded. We good.
you're stiff, man. You're stiff. So you have to appreciate the small things in life. I like to read. Call me a nerd, call me what you want to. A lot of people said I wouldn't write my book. It's right here. A lot of people said it's gonna be shelved. It's at www.walmart.com.
Yep. That's the
Okay.
shelf. It's on the
It's a
shelf.
shelf. I mean it's online. It's not in the stores at Walmart, but it's in if you go to www.walmart.com, yes, Walmart where you shop and you buy your stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and it's also on Amazon.com. It's also Barnes and Nobles. And I'm trying to get a documentary. So if anybody on here is willing, would like to help me out with a documentary, I would love my book to be a documentary. I already have two actors. One is in California, and the other one I think is in Kansas that I went to school with actually. That they turned actors, waiting to play one of the parts in my book.
Mm.
They read it and they thought it was phenomenal, but I don't have the money because a documentary you're moving into another bracket,
Yeah.
not a video or a podcast. So that's a whole.
Yeah.
You have to get contracts and but I'm willing. Anybody who's willing to help me.
Cool
You have to
beans.
try to,
We're looking out for it.
yeah.
We're looking out for it. All right, listen. I gotta
Yeah.
wrap up. We gotta
Okay.
get out of here. We'll do it again. We'll do it again.
Not a problem.
This was what, 2 years in the making? Yeah.
2 whole years I've been waiting. That's how he's been booked up for 2 years. 2 years booked up.
Hey, listen, it
Then
happened.
better late than never.
It wasn't late. It was right on time.
Right. And like I
Because
said,
now
um,
people get some more material to read.
what am I reading?
No, more. Now people get one more bit of material to read.
Oh yeah,
Because
because
now they can order your book.
that's right. And they also can have Kindle. They can send it straight to their phone. Like my friend Nikki, who's a nurse, um, bought my book and she also sent it to her phone. So
Right.
got a break, she stop it, read it, stop it, and she
Yeah.
read the book in 30 minutes. I don't know, what was going on with her, but she said when she picked it up, she couldn't believe
She
that I
got
didn't look like
she got
I
done
went.
in 30 minutes.
Yeah, she said 30 minutes it took her to read my book because she couldn't believe just didn't want to stop anywhere. She had to stop, but
That's
but like
crazy.
coping skills, just what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. Reading makes me happy. Right now, I'm reading a book by Maya Angelou. Even the stars look lonesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I like to read. If anybody on here has books and you want to get rid of them, don't get rid of them. Give them to me. I love to write. This is my other book called Simplify Your Life.
Mm.
And as you see, I have like pages I read over and over because it just hits home.
Right.
So throw your books out. Send them on over to me. Things to make you happy. What makes you happy, Kevin?
This right here, the night shift with KevinStew.com. The
You
night.
have to.
See now I'm even mixing it up. The night shift with DJ Kevin Stew on KevinStew.com. This is
Right,
what makes me happy.
right. So in midst of COVID-19 quarantine, you have to have an outlet. That's
Yep.
the fact. You have to have an outlet. You're going to burn yourself out just going from work, not school, but work, home, Walmart, Publix, work, home,
Mm-hmm.
book, and work. You're going to burn yourself out. Go to the beach, watch the sunset, get up early in the morning.
Watch the
You know,
sunrise.
I want everybody to do something for yourself. And then hit up Kevin and tell him exactly what you did. You know, tell him what you did. Did you make a different dish? Did you learn how to make shrimp parmesan? What did you do different than your regular Monday through Sunday routine?
You know
And
what?
come to church with me, come to church of Sounds of Heaven.
I want you to hit me up next Wednesday and tell me what you did different between now and then.
I'm going skinny dipping. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Right Deerfield Beach.
So, Marlon, we're going to Deerfield Beach, all right?
I'm going to about no, on a serious note, I want to. I'm gonna hit you up, and I want to know what you did differently. I
But
want to know.
that's that,
Interesting.
that's it. I just said to you, I want you to hit me up a week from today and let me
I
know what you did differently.
I am, and I want you to
And
do.
I'm gonna tell you what I did differently.
That's right. That's right. We have to motivate each other to come out of the box.
Right.
'Cause I'm gonna start learning. I'm gonna start learning to paint rocks.
Okay. Hey, I got
I'm,
some rocks in my backyard.
huh?
I got some rocks in my backyard. Just to let
I,
you know.
yeah, I already went. I went and bought some rocks, and I joined a group, hand painting rocks. I'm gonna send it to you. It's phenomenal. I mean, they're serious with it. They don't just take the rock and just draw a rainbow. They're like sit down there, they craft it, and I thought it was fun. I thought it was real cute. And I joined the group, and I painted some rocks. It didn't come out too right, but practice makes perfect. I just want
Listen,
to learn something
in
different.
art, there's no wrong thing.
Right.
Don't get it twisted. Listen, we gotta bounce.
All right. We
Thank
could
you
be.
again.
So if anybody
We'll
wants
catch
to
up. Go ahead.
Sounds of Heaven, 259 South Street Road, 7 Margate. And the zip code is 33068. We welcome you. My pastor is phenomenal. She's on my live. She stuck with me for the whole time. I know she has to go to work. And then she has a prayer line. She's phenomenal. She's the jack of so many trades. But you know, thank you for having me on the show.
My
Um,
pleasure.
and I will come back if you invite me back, being that it was a 2.5 year wait, but it was well worth it.
I'm not gonna live this down, am I?
Maybe, maybe not. If you buy me a book, maybe. If you buy me a book, I like to read.
I just got a book that I'm trying to find a minute to start reading it, but it's
What's the
a it's a book on dehumanization.
name? Interesting.
Yes, the author sent it to me this past weekend, and actually he'll be my guest this next Wednesday. He'll be
Okay,
my
cool.
guest. Um, He is David Livingston Smith. He's a philosophy professor.
Okay.
So, yeah, I need to start.
Preston.
I'm really looking forward to getting started with that. And as soon as I get done with it, I'll swap with you.
Okay. About a mindfulness.
Got you.
Yep.
All right. Catch you later.
Thanks for having me. Bye bye.
Not a problem. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here.
It's a lovely day. EQ.
We're gonna bounce out with some EQ. The Edwards Quartet. From right here in South Florida. Because every day we get up, it's another day and a lovely one at that.
Lovely day, lovely day, lovely, lovely day. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely, lovely.
The Sibling Quartet.
Lovely, lovely day. Hey!
When I wake up in the morning, Lord, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, Lord, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Oh, just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, a lovely day, a lovely day, a lovely day.
As we wrap up, I want to say thank you each and everyone for sharing, commenting, passing on the word. Remember to look out for each other in the community. And our community is not just the development that we live in, but it spreads far and wide. So those we pass on the bus, on the plane, on the boat, on the train, whether we walk, ride, or drive, these people are our neighbors and members of our community. So look out for one of them today, because you never know who's going to look out for you tomorrow. My name is DJ Kevin Stewart, so I like to do it to you, for you, and with you. And over there beside me, until I wrap up, is Miss Penny Morgan. I'm here every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on kevinstew.com, 10 to midnight. Remember to catch up with all my other friends and colleagues in the business. Marlon Burrell has Real Rockers Mondays and Wednesdays, 7 to 10. Donnie Walker every morning from 6 to 10 a.m. Clinton Lindsay is on clintonlindsay.com, the Foundation Radio Network. You got G. Cole with Homegrown with G. Cole. You have Melissa Jane on the Melissa Jane Show. On Sunday, you can catch me, behind the scenes at Bar Talk with Luke Ballantyne. So, you got every day covered, and do pay attention and keep your ears open. Reggae Global Radio is coming. Look out for that lovely day. And I encourage you to be good, but if you can't be good at it. Y'all take care. Penny, wave to the people. Good night. Y'all take care now, alright? Oh, listen.
Hey yo, this is Caraman to let you know that right about now you are logged on to DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift. Don't move.
Alright, but you got to move. You got to get out of here. We gotta go wrap this thing up. I don't even know what I'm giving you guys right now. Yeah, that. I got so caught up in the music that I forgot that I was leaving. But we out. Y'all take care. Greetings and salutations, one and all. You're invited to tune in to the Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew. It airs on Mondays with Community and Finance, Tuesdays with Healthy Love, and Wednesdays with Real Talk from 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time. Come spend some time interacting in the stew pot where we keep things bubbling and wind down in musical therapy. The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew is on kevinstew.com, where you're encouraged to have acceptance through enlightenment.